Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by my channel. My name is Fatima Farmer. I upload videos on Sundays and Wednesdays, and in today's video I'm going to be answering a question from a reader. So if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. This question is from Ariana, which I love that name, by the way. As a young Christian woman, becoming more serious about my walk with God, you really start to see those who are truly supportive about your choice. It's so hard for me to see close friends of mine not wanting the same for their lives. Friends who claim to be Christian but not practicing one in all aspects of their lives. I am not perfect, no one is, but trying to live the life God has set out is something that I truly want for myself and something that I'm making happen. But sometimes when your friend doubts you, it makes you feel like I don't have people close to me, friend-wise, who are like-minded Christians also on the same path. Also, I want to commend you for taking your walk with Christ serious. It's not something that, as you know, everyone is willing to do. It requires a lot of hard work. And now, before I get into it, I want you to comment down low and let Ariana know and share with me what you've done in the past if you were in a situation like that. It also requires making sacrifices. Those sacrifices may come in the form of lifestyle changes, and sometimes it comes in the form of ending friendships, unfortunately. So I remember when I was getting serious about my walk, like really serious about it, and I started to notice that more than often I was being put in situations where things that I don't necessarily look down upon, but it's just things that I'm not naturally interested in anymore. For example, smoking, excessively drinking, going to clubs and like turning up, like those things just naturally over time God convicted me to change those habits. And actually, thumbs up if you want to see a video about like Christians turning up, Christians in the club. I've actually been wanting to make a video about that for a while, but thumbs up if you want to see that. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about my experience and some practical things that you can do in this situation if you are in a phase where you're growing but your friends aren't necessarily growing with you. So my first tip for Ariana would be to understand that sometimes you're going to have to take your walk of faith alone. And I know that may sound lonely, but honestly it's not, because if you truly believe that God is there and God is on your side, He's with you. And sometimes you have to distance yourself in order to see real growth. I remember when I was in a relationship a while ago, and it wasn't until I got out of that relationship where my relationship with God really blossomed. So sometimes that season of loneliness is actually a season of just pruning you and stripping you down to a point where you are fully dependent on God. And you may need that. If you're finding that your friends aren't necessarily getting it, or they're not on the same walk, then it may be time for you to slowly separate. And that's not to say that you can never be friends again. That's just to say that, you know, in this season in your life, you're meant to figure this out. And if that means that you have to let some people out of your life in order to do that, you have to be willing to accept that. The second tip that I would share is to start expanding your circle. If you feel like your friends aren't necessarily supportive, your friends aren't entitled to support you in your faith journey. Although it would be nice, they aren't entitled to, especially if they don't have the same faith as you, they don't have the same religion, or even if they do, if they're just in a different place in their journey. We cannot force other people to be on the same walk that we're on at the same time. Life just doesn't happen that way. So you have to allow them to grow at their own pace. When I say be willing to expand your circle, I mean, if you want to have Christian friends that understand and know what you're going through, start to expand your circle. Start to go to different events where you can meet other young Christians. So really think of ways, like if this is something that you really want in your life, you want that Christian friendship, companionship, start putting yourself out there in events and open yourself up to new experiences and new people. Don't just get comfortable in that, oh, my friends aren't about this life, or they're not on this walk with me, so I'm just going to kind of settle. You don't have to settle. You don't have to be alone either. If you feel like God is calling you into a season of being alone, then spend that time and be alone. But if you feel like you're in a place where you want to be social and you want to go out and you want to hang with people and do things that are fun where you can still glorify God, then find new people that you can do this with. Everyone kind of has their phase. Everyone has their season that they have to go through. I went through the seasons. I remember going through a season of being alone, complete solitude, a balance. Like I found a balance. I found the people that I can hang out with when I don't want to go to a party, but I still want to have fun. And I'm fortunate enough that a lot of my friends have similar views. So if you know anyone that would benefit from this video, make sure you go ahead and share it with them. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And after you check out the next video, head over to my website, fatimafarmer.com, where you can access more free resources to help you find your God-given purpose and build your faith through practical advice.